Well, you look gay.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
Fag.
Don't bully me. I'll come. Lucas, how are you?
I'm good. I'm. You know, it's a breezy little 60s day here. I hate that I just referenced the weather. Why is that so commonplace? Why do we just divert to weather talk when we don't know what to say?
Because we have nothing to say to each other.
I know. We talk about it all, which is crazy because it's only been like 30 episodes.
I have nothing left.
I'm sure we'll find you do.
Listen, I think there's something inside of you.
Ooh, a prostate?
It involves your prostate.
Do you think I have prostate cancer?
I hope so. No. No, of course you don't have prostate cancer.
I pee often and a lot.
You hydrate aggressively.
Do I?
You told me you did.
I mean, back when I was doing, I did do the 75 hard and I completed it. Thank you very much.
What?
And do you know what it is?
No.
So it's a workout
I'm not
plan.
A douche.
You work out twice a day for 45 minutes each. So it's an hour and a half. You drink a gallon of water. You journal. You do a diet. Well, actually the journaling. What's the fifth component? There's 5 different ones. Literally, I can't even remember. I did it last summer. The only thing I remember is that fucking gallon of water. That was the hardest thing. Because number one, I think water tastes bad. Number two, I was peeing every 45 minutes.
You will urinate frequently when you drink a lot of water. That is...
You should not drink a gallon of water a day. I'm sorry. Everyone says you should. I don't think you should.
I thought it was 6 glasses.
You're supposed to drink half your ounces in body weight. So if you're 160 pounds, you should drink 88 ounces of water.
That's not what Björk says in her hit song, It's Not Up to You. That's 6 glasses of water, 7 phone calls.
So I can actually, I can throw the flag here and challenge you. That is not one of her hit songs. I know her entire back catalog. That's a deep cut.
It's... Listen, don't yell at me like that, okay?
It's no crystalline.
It's not... it's not mutual core.
Yeah.
Oh, what a gem. Anyway, this took a turn. Listen, what I sense inside of you is something evil.
Excuse you.
I think you have a little bit of internalized homophobia. Given that you just said that my tank top makes me look gay in a bad way.
Don't clock that T.
I think I just...
Don't clock that T.
What's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business?
We're talking internalized homophobia.
And what it means for you. And how it can help you lose a few pounds this summer. I stole that from Trixie Mattel. Thank you, Trixie. Let me cite my sources. Yeah, internalized homophobia, it's a thing. It's sometimes externalized. And it's... You might be shocked to hear this, given how I dress, speak, look, act. I possess internalized homophobia.
Yeah.
And I hate discovering it when I do find it. It's like, what is it? Japanese knotweed?
Yeah.
In my garden? In the garden of my soul? No. Mm-mm. And it takes a lot to root it out. And I'm not successful.
What's in it? What's a recent example of it?
Well, I went on a date.
Dates or where it comes out. Yeah. That's actually really common, I think.
I went on a date with, and it was set up. It was a setup date. And I mean that in many senses of the word, where it was for a program. And you know, there's any one of those like Instagram, hey, you got a second to talk about man on the street interviews started like that. And they matched me up with a bachelor. And they'd asked me beforehand, they'd said, what are your red flags? And obviously everybody has like the one deal breaker. The thing that immediately came to mind for me is like, oh, if you're always taking pictures on your telephone and you need, you know, selfies and all that, and like you're obsessed with socials, I'm not the girl for you.
Yeah.
That's a perfectly reasonable answer.
Totally.
Even in this godforsaken city.
Absolutely.
They sit me down with a guy who I said, so what have you been up to? He's like, I just got back from Coachella. I was doing brand work. I was like, and I just looked directly into the camera and then back at the guy. And it that makes it seem like it was about time. He and I had a grand conversation. He's offensively beautiful, like just objectively really pretty.
Yeah.
We had a good conversation. He was even engaging and all of that. So I make it sound like it was horrible. It was not. what happened, the left turn, was that during our conversation, he called me girl several times.
Oh.
Just in like a way that me and my good Judies would do.
Mm-hmm.
And something in me was like, oh no, you can't carry me across the threshold.
Yeah.
You can't carry me to our marriage bed. You're just one of the gals. You're one of the dames.
Yeah.
We're just a couple of fancy gals having a fancy time.
Mm-hmm. That's too informal. That's too close to home.
Maybe
too
on the
personal.
third date. Call me girl on the third date.
I don't think partners should call each other girl. I think that's weird. I think that's a step too far.
I didn't. Yeah, I really.
And I wouldn't even link that to internalized homophobia. It's just too informal.
Oh, I think it was absolutely internalized homophobia. It was way too faggy. It was faggy in the wrong way for me. It was like
In the 2006 way.
in a wearing two polo shirts from Hollister with a puka shell necklace, cargo shorts, and leather flip flops.
Okay, speaking of dating shows.
Next.
Is that the one where they come out of the van? Yeah. With the gay one?
I love dancing. It's so much fun. Yeah.
When the gay guys would make it to the episodes, a guy would be walking, he would get to his spot, the guy would next him right on scene.
From the handshake, yeah. It was totally and I need this to be understood, America. Okay, I like faggots. I love faggots. All right. At the Olympics, I'm team faggot, okay? And we know I don't care for straight men. I'm not a big fan. I've seen their work, not impressed. Love faggots, okay? And this moment on this date, I was like, oh, this kid is a forget. Nails emoji, everything. I just like
FAGGUETTE.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it just something in my brain, it brainily just switched off. Where it's like, oh, yep, okay, this is if not friend, why friend shaped? And I wanted very badly to sort of unlearn that behavior, but it's like on a date with cameras around is a bad time to discover that about yourself. But yeah, I just
when it kicks in for me is, and I've actually thought about it and linked it back. It's really whenever I notice myself being homophobic towards other people, it is just when I feel insecure. So if I see like a girly gay or a more femme gay, like it doesn't come out on them. It comes out on like the Adonis hypermasculine, not hypermasculine, I suppose, but just like the circuit gay.
oh sure.
And so then I think,
I mean, those people should be brought down a peg. They should be put in camps.
just like the ketamine using girls who are like, you know, in a
With those gigantic sunglasses.
yes, or like, you know, like I'm already loathing like being around like large groups at like the WeHo Pride Festival where it's like, oh, those are the cool girls.
Yeah. Oh,
And like how gays just go into this sort of high school hierarchy.
Mary.
And then I'm like, okay, this is just because I'm feeling insecure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mary Todd Lincoln, let me tell you the date. Speaking of circuit queens, he says he'd done Coachella, and I said, was it a good time? That sort of thing. Maybe 10 years ago, that would have been a fabulous event. I can't do huge groups like that anymore. Yeah. And he looks at me, this is all recorded. And he goes, oh, are you already ran through?
Okay, I love him.
I said, Dean, you better work.
I love him. I love him.
And I said, gosh, that's a strange way to say pillar of the community. Just pivoted. Like, oh my God.
But answer the question, are you?
I'm a pillar of the community.
I feel ran through. Like
emotionally, hasn't capitalism degraded all of us?
Like I'm just, and part of it too, I think with the circuit, back to what I was saying too, like I think I'm not as interested anymore in the superficialness of some relationships that group hangs require.
Yeah.
And so like I'm more into like the one-on-one, you know, couch settings where we talk, where we know each other. Where we make music.
Yeah,
give me a kiss.
I will not. Because I keep thinking back to that moment where it all turned, where before he called me girl.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's, you know, he's my height. Again, why friend shaped?
Wait, do you like the big skyscrapers?
Not generally.
Oh.
I just in this case, it just nothing in my in my biome was
Yeah.
like, I need this man's DNA all over me.
Yeah.
And that was a horrible way to say that. I regret that. That was
I didn't know you let him pull out.
very good, darling. Fun fact, I hate semen. It gives me HIVES hives.
Is that why you wear blindfold?
Yes, I don't want to see it. I don't want anything to do with it at all. I want very much to be a man of my word. And when I say that I love faggots, I need that to be truly 100% clocking that T standing on business.
So your internalized homophobia is strictly about you gay.
In that I don't equate that with anything particularly desirable sexually.
So you gay.
Sure, yeah. I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, did anybody find Liberace sexy? Who was in danger of fucking him, I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I certainly didn't.
And good thing you didn't.
But he kind of goes more towards the like, he's actually to me closer, like, yes, hyper femme, whatever. He's more linked to the ketamine girlies to me than one might assume.
Liberace was a circuit queen.
But just eyes on me, attention. That's where my internalized homophobia button is just
Got it.
Like, hang out. You don't need to be the center of attention. And me saying that isn't telling you not to live authentically. It's just telling you you're exactly like the rest of us.
Okay, so yours is linked so much more to a performance or a put-on persona.
Correct.
Got it. Mine is linked so much more to femininity.
And like, I think we need to be way nicer to the femme gays. Like, they have been lifting us up for centuries. They're like, now the cool kids are like the muscly, unread jocks who for more or less passes straight.
And who also play Dungeons and Dragons all of a sudden. Go fuck yourself.
It's that performativity, because it's almost as if like you're back in the closet performing for all the other straight people. Like, look, mom, look, straight bros. Like,
I can be gay too.
I'm muscular, and I suck dick, and I'm not a girl, even though I do drag.
Yeah. I mean, I am a very effeminate child.
I do forget you're a boy.
Yeah,
most of the time.
I am. It turns out I am very effeminate in a lot of ways.
Like, whenever you tell me you top, I'm like, with what?
Now hold on a second.
You have such small fists. Not to swine.
You gotta make the duck bill. Yeah. Anyhow, neither here nor there. Yeah. As an effeminate homosexual myself, and I mean, I speak 5 languages, right? I sound faggoty in all 5. I sound like a purse is gonna fall out of my mouth in every last language I speak. You know, it's just. I mean, like in German, I was thinking of this, like, I don't know what gives it away, but like, ich habe ein reines Gedächtnis für Schwänze. Which translates to, I have a spotless memory for cock. What gives it away? That's a line from Dark.
Rate my gay voice on a scale of 1 being straight to 10 being homo.
3.
Really?
Yeah. You have a very straight voice.
Interesting.
Yeah, you just sound...
In my mind, growing up, I literally, if I answered the phone, it was very much like, hey, little girls, your mom home?
Well, that's because your voice was higher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You don't have a very gay voice to me.
Interesting.
I mean, you do when you're starting to putting on airs. When you're putting on airs.
When I let my guard down and my defenses are down.
Every now and again, you'll do like a little... like one of those moments. Yes, obviously. But no, you're not. Your voice isn't terribly homosexual. Not like my voice.
Yeah. What about my body language? You know what I've noticed from this podcast?
What?
My wrist is bent all the time.
Oh, sure.
This girl over here. Thank God this one's holding this.
Oh,
this one's flapping.
I have very limp wrists.
And I know I talk shit about the circuit queens, which, by the way, like, by all means, continue, do your thing. I just want you to be happy ultimately. Sure. I'm just only informing you of my insecurity. The number 1 place internalized homophobia comes out is on myself.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'll see myself do something still, and I wish I could have moved past this, but like having done this, seeing myself more on camera, whatever, like this wrist, I go, oh, bitch, you got to stop that.
You know what's-
and then I have to tell myself, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You literally don't. It's fine.
When I was a young queerling back in like the 2000s in the Bush administration, it was very much you did that was gay was still an insult back then. It was very much like the openly flamboyantly gay was still the punchline, still got hit, still got shoved into lockers, murdered, whatever. And so that was, my mother took it upon herself to always be like, you need to tamp that shit down.
Yeah.
You need to fucking lap that shit up.
And from a place of love, she didn't want you to get beat up.
Precisely.
But it also terrible advice.
Well, I mean, it just was counterproductive because it just amplified everything a million times. And so I was just the gayest child in Sussex County for, 3 years running. I won that pageant. Okay. The new crop. And there's always someone younger and hungrier.
It was the Catherine Zeta-Jones wig from Chicago.
Fucking, yeah.
Cell Block Tango really drove it home.
So I mean, I became a ton more effeminate as a response to the internal, but I still carried that like, oh, it's dumb and stupid to be like as I am now.
Yeah.
And so it's just so strange because I think back to the men over the years. Some of them have been extremely effeminate.
Yeah.
And it's been fabulous. Other times it's been like, I mean, I jade off the guy who was at January 6th.
But
I'm not proud of this.
did you know he was there?
No, this was in 2013.
So he went after.
After we parted ways. It was right before.
Still guilty, but it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah. It wasn't like I was at the Capitol, giving out.
Guilty because I'm just picturing this man's teeth are just cigarette butts. Like just gargoyle, like one of those situations where he takes off his wig in his mouth and then just a scary clown. You know the one where something pops.
No. He was
Beetlejuice?
a good-looking dude in the day, but evil has probably corrupted him impressively since.
Oh my God, let's talk about it. Why are so many Republicans gay? And they suffer from internalized homophobia.
Yeah. The J6er, he made a big point out of like telling me about how much he loved going to the strip club with his bros.
Okay, actually, I kind of do love female strip clubs.
Okay, this episode's over.
I do. I love seeing female. I don't know. I suppose there's an angle where it's sad. You can approach it as sad. I don't view sexuality from a female lens as being sad. I see them as empower. They're calling the shots. It's whatever. I don't know. I enjoy a female strip club. I don't necessarily like touching the stripper, or I don't like when their boobs like go on my face or whatever, but I enjoy watching.
Oh, not like Thanksgiving.
She has, have you been to a strip club? I hate your joke. I'm moving on purposely. I'm going to throw up. You're disgusting and horrible.
What a great
and
time
awful.
Thanksgiving was here, kids.
Yeah.
No, I have not been to a strip club with dames.
Really?
No.
See, so then you can't judge. It's just different because like movies make it look like there's like these rowdy men who are like, yeah. And perhaps there are clubs where that's the case. Every time I've gone, the men have been really quiet or just there and they're like, hat, whatever. And like she's just working the room.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason they're like that behavior's been instilled into them through experience and getting their shit kicked out of them by bouncers that you don't touch the dames.
But certainly not every single person that's been in a strip club has been beaten up by a bouncer.
No, I'm sure you'll find every.
Plus, I think most strippers can hold their own.
I am agnostic on this question myself, but what I will say is I have nothing but time for watching female go-go dancers.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah.
Fabulous. I don't even want to see a male go-go dancer. Give me a female dancer every time.
Right.
Strip club, can't be bothered. And I do, like this J6er, his big thing was just like, yeah, I'm gay, but like I love tits. And I was like, okay, so then you need to be dating one of the dolls. Is what you need. You need to go find yourself one of the dolls.
Yeah.
You and Gina Gum need to have a nice go and have a nice steak dinner.
The fact that you got both of her names wrong.
That's a Milk reference. Season 6 deep cut. That's what that is. The performance of that a lot of gay Republicans have of like, gay is only just like a small part.
Right.
I'm also a fiscal conservative.
Hate.
And I am dry as a bone.
Yeah.
It's never. I mean, when I see or interact with men like that, my toxic trait is immediately was like, I must destroy him with faggotry. I must make this man bust, and I must cause an identity collapse, like a nervous breakdown.
Do you think any part of you that gets maybe homophobic towards maybe other femmes, is it because, and don't let me tell you who you are, do you think it's because you're scared that you're that? Because you know that you're more femme?
Am I scared that I'm as feminine, or like that I'm as ridiculous, or
like, would you call it you're projecting yourself onto others? And is it all just one loop of self-hatred?
Okay, so I think I'll answer this through a side door. I did an open mic not long ago, and there was a fucking fucking buoyant homosexual at this mic. He was at least 11 feet tall, wearing lucite heels, a sparkly sequin suit. I forget his name, but really fabulously just outfitted and kitted out, and very clearly was like working the beat. You know what I mean? Like had put on the armor, was there in full beat, full face, did a set, left. Fabulous, work. Outside, I'm, just chopping it up with some of the other flops that were at that mic, a bunch of straight guys. And Dane Anthony walks up, and as this comic walks away, and again, he's 14 feet tall in lucite heels, pink suit, very clearly male, but, eccentric. Every straight male comic watches this comic leave, and then Dane looks at me and he goes, that's how we see you, right?
That's, fuck him.
I think that's the first time I've struck a man in anger in a long time. Like, just like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? My limp faggoty punch. But I think that's sort of the root, is like, oh, you people will just see me as a clown, as a nothing, as an ancillary, just bit player in whatever main important thing is happening. I'm only ever going to be, the splash of comic relief, and I'm only ever going to be a punchline.
Which I think is why so many men, because essentially what he's saying is like, we see you as a girl. Girls are inherently powerless or weak. And then, this is where I think my internalized homophobia comes towards, is because it's like, then we have all these gays who are making up for it by doing, name what,
flag football.
Yeah. Well, no, like steroids, changing their body, trying to be this hyper masculine Tom of Finland figure. And then it's like, great, you look like a straight man. You have more butt sex than anyone I know.
Yeah, the himbo from the himbo.
They're never going to approve of you. Why are you catering towards their male gaze?
Yeah, it is so strange. But it was such a... another instance I had was I did a roast battle that I lost. I got murdered at. And the jokes were not... One joke was a fucking banger. The rest of them were really bad. But the audience, because the first joke was a gay joke, the audience was loved it.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the material, again, objectively badly written stuff, just really long, really wandering. It didn't matter. It's like they were getting to see a faggot get roasted on stage, and that to them was, and it just hit me. It's like, oh, I got on stage thinking like, oh, I had a...
It was going to be fair.
Well, not even that it was going to be fair, but I thought that I would be able to be... I didn't understand what I would be seen as. I didn't understand that the audience would interpret me visually immediately and irrevocably.
I'm gonna cry. That's awful. I hate that.
It was really...
That is the challenge we're up against, though.
Yeah.
And it sucks that we end up like the other really effeminate comic, that you're trying to distance yourself, subconsciously, but then you are able to realize it and then maybe stop it. But that sucks. That's what we're up against.
Yeah, and the time to recognize that is not on stage during a roast battle. I will say from experience, it is not great to recognize that when you're on a date with cameras recording. I hate self-discovery. I keep doing it when there's an audience there. Horrible. I've gotten away from the critical eye, like watching myself do stand up, for instance. I don't, I remember, do you remember when you were a little boy and the sound of your own voice would make your skin crawl?
Yeah. So sad.
I finally gotten past that, and I truly love the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, we know.
So that I think it's also just like, it's not changing. It's not getting any better. So this is what we got to work with.
I don't think you have like a femme voice though. Back to that conversation. I don't think you have too much of like a gay twang.
Oh, I think you're very wrong, but I appreciate your opinion.
I think your vocabulary is gay. Like I think you say things that straight people wouldn't say, but I would say the tone, pitch, you don't like your S's sound normal. A gay man's S is interesting. It's like a lisp. I don't know what it is.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, it's going to get lower, I hope. I want to sound like Lauren Bacall when I'm in my 50s. Around here, we don't like femme tops. We love them.
I was like, you needed to start smoking 10 years ago. It won't happen, honey. It's too late.
Ooh.
You'll never reach the testosterone levels of the Lauren Bacall.
Old man.
That's Kathleen Turner.
God damn, what a dame. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, there's so much like how much of everything here is like just my nature versus what I've chosen. And Mary, I chose this. Okay.
Yeah.
I've chosen to be this stripe of homosexual.
Yeah.
In that one, I hate sleeves. I'm a Second Amendment enthusiast. I'm going to bear these arms. That is so hack. I hated that so much.
I'm curious too how people try to combat their own internalized homophobia through their body.
Like with Taekwondo?
Working out.
Oh,
fitness. That's really the thing that I feel like I'm most honing in on with this episode.
So you want to not have womanly curves, so therefore you're at the gym sculpting out the torso.
I think one, it's the beauty standard. That's number one, 90% of it. The other 10% of it, I do think people think the more masculine I present, the less gay I'll appear, and the less gay I look, the better and more successful I will be in landing
whatever the gig. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for some people that works. It's too late for me. I have to dig a pit and cover it over with leaves at this point.
But am I wrong in seeing that? Is that just my own projection, or do you also see that?
I think there's two things at work here. So one is you're equating physical fitness or a certain body type or image with fitness, one. Mm-hmm. Two, you're equating that body type and image with being desirable.
Yep.
And then three, desirable being fitness.
Yeah.
And four, too much Wendy's after you get your back blown out.
You stop that.
I'm sorry.
I haven't been to Wendy's in a long time.
Oh, you're looking more masculine. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'll just come out and say it. Like, I feel insecure about my body. There are times where living in this city, I look around and I'm like, whoa.
About your hips.
I am a 7th grade boy. How am I not bigger than I was a year ago? Mm-hmm. But then I like stop and think about it, look at like pictures of myself a year ago, and I'm like, I am bigger than I was a year ago in like a more muscular way or a more defined way.
I'm certainly...
Or like I have made, but the fact that I'm even having this own inner dialogue with myself, and then my relationship to other gay men who are bigger than me, who are more masculine presenting, more whatever, that's where it comes out. That's the homophobia anyway.
I guess I also it's been so long since I've had desirability for me linked to masculinity. Mm-hmm. And like fitness doesn't exist on that spectrum at all. Yeah. Fitness, well, I guess fitness and desirability obviously intersect, but
didn't your ex have a walker with tennis balls on the bottom of them?
The case. No, I mean, obviously, like, fitness, I want to look good, feel good, and all of that, but that doesn't touch masculine, feminine to me. Right. Maybe if I was going to Curves Gym for women, maybe if I was doing Zumba, if I was doing my little weights and dancing, that would be a different. If I got a BBL, I don't know. I like, again, I'm to a point where I'm like, this is what I've got. It can get better. Will it? Not necessarily.
But that's like the sad part is like you and I both have great bodies. Like
My body is like this.
no, but like we're both like, in good shape. We take care of ourselves. We're not, we're healthy, whatever. And yet still in my own body, in my own world, I'm not enough. And so then I pick and probe on the people who I've deemed are enough.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could try to reframe it less as like, I want to be like X person, and more a function of what's going to keep me feeling good versus like, maybe what I'm trying to say is, so one thing my sister will always say is when we would go to the grocery store together, and like we'd be home for the holidays or whatever, and we'd go grocery shopping, and be like, oh, I want ice cream. And she'd be like, no, you want to be smoking hot at 50. No ice cream. I'm like, oh, okay. Every time I go to the grocery store and I hear her say smoking hot at 50, I'm like, next time ice cream.
Yeah.
And as a woman of a certain age now, what is a body except 1,000 ways to be betrayed?
You're 38. That's something a 65-year-old would say.
I'm just saying my left knee got super crunchy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
My fucking right wrist was very, very...
Well, that's from Vaseline Alley.
You stop that. That's from keyboard. That's from writing slurs on the internet too much. There's a time when I was doing a lot of intense little mouse movements for work, and it really fucked up my shoulder and my arm. It's like, oh my God, this was not a problem until recently. So now I have a different relationship with exercise in that I don't need a visual stimulus to aim for. I just know the crunchy knee, my aching wrist, like that's only going to get worse if I don't do something to help it now. That's just because I'm over the hill.
And that is a healthy way to look at working out and fitness.
Yeah. So once whatever it is in your body that's going to break down first, judging by your genetics, I'm assuming it's probably going to be your hips or maybe a shoulder.
It is a shoulder.
Oh yeah.
This shoulder has been bugging me. I sleep on it, and it's like, damn.
You better start doing some exercises.
Have you? I know you have. Let's talk about tops who won't bottom.
I got nothing.
You're like, where are they?
I need phone numbers. Get me a dossier.
I don't even need you to be verse. I don't even need you to bottom 50% of the time. The idea behind like, that's scary. Like,
I'm fully on board with you now. Yes.
I hate it.
Yeah,
hate it. Stay away from me.
Yeah, that is.
Of all the people in sexual, I could be with the total bottom before I could be with the total top.
I don't share that problem.
Personality-wise, I think total tops are the absolute most toxic, annoying, disgusting, gross.
I mean, it all depends on where that... Is it from experience? Is it that they've just done it and they don't like it? There is a small group of blessed, wonderful men for whom that's true.
And I'm going to say it. You're a fucking pussy. Practice. Find a way. Figure it out.
I'm not going to chastise a man for like, yeah, I've tried it and it just is not my cup of tea. That's fine. If it comes with like, no, I'm a man, I don't want to get penetrated, then Mary, go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here.
I would say 80% of the time, all roads lead back to that.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I think there's a lot of toxicity that underlies somebody's... I've met... I'll probably count on one hand and probably one hoof how many men I've met that are like, I just don't like bottoming. It's just not my cup of tea. Love faggots though. Like, okay, you're still coming to the pride. That's good.
I felt my jaw like clenching because I just think I just think they're so awful most of the time.
I mean, it's just...
And they're usually the worst in bed.
Oh, that is its own thing. But it is a performance. That is its own performance of like, I need the world to know that I don't get penetrated. Like, I'm so fucking bored.
And that's where I get that's where like, Angelina Jolie in Girl Interrupted.
Yes.
When she's like, and all these buttons, they're just begging to be pressed. Like, that's where that comes out for me, where I'm like, I need to tell you who you are. You've chosen me to be the one to tell you your worst problems, and I will fix it for you, as long as you're willing to hear it.
I can...
Barking dogs in LA, tell you what. Just, they don't, that's the total top.
Yeah, that's a total top. That's the dog of a total top.
Yeah.
It's my neighbor Justin. He is a lamb and not a total top. Anyhow, he's so gay. I asked him once, how gay is he? I was roasting a chicken and I needed a baster. And I sent him a message. I was like, do you have a baster? And he goes, is that the bird douche? Justin, I love you. Anywho.
We're cooked.
Yeah.
It's over.
Anywho, a total top, a man who's going to plant a big flag. I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. That's absolutely like, you need to do some you work. And I have usually that I only run across that in like, I don't know. I'm never ever in touch with those men generally.
Yeah.
I think they think I'm too effeminate usually and they don't want to fuck me, which is fine.
Sure.
It's fine.
I was like, the only time I guess I really encounter them is online. Like if I've been on Grindr or
sure,
somewhere and then like the conversation, I literally am like, block.
I'm so fucking stupid. I'm thinking of like, oh, when do I see them out in the world? Like, obviously they see me because as friends of mine from Delaware would say, I'm flaming enough. You can see me from space that they're just like, yeah, no, we don't want any part of that. But yes, online, absolutely. That is its own tedious thing. But I think of like, it's like, you just wish you were straight. You just wish you were a straight man. And you're probably a Republican. And that's when I'm like, I'm going to destroy you. But they have to actually be straight for me to have that thing. And then now straight men are getting pegged all the time.
Which is great.
I guess. Good for you.
I think it's great.
I don't need it shoved down my throat.
I don't think a woman I don't think a woman should be the only one to get penetrated.
I think every man should be penetrated.
Exactly.
I think a man needs to know the feeling of being vulnerable like that.
Mm-hmm. You know, like maybe... I can't say that joke. It would be illegal. I'll tell you offline.
Oh boy. Maybe if Vladimir Putin spent a nice weekend with us in a cabin in Idlewild.
Have you ever been the product of internalized homophobia or felt...
Yes, my mother. She's still with us.
Have you ever been mistreated by another gay person who hates themselves?
I mean, haven't we all? Yes, of course. Anytime a gay is mean to me, it's because he's a homophobe.
But was there ever a time where it was just clear as day? Where you're like, oh, this person's not comfortable with themselves?
Probably when I was very much younger, like as a teenager. Everybody was still figuring shit out that way. Let's think, when have the gays made me feel foolish for liking what I like? I mean, I've certainly been made to feel foolish for not liking faggoty things, which is not what you asked me. And that really, the homophobia is coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
Musical theater gays, I'm sorry. I can't. Wicked? No, I will not condone this behavior at all. Is Stonewall Sports Leagues? I have zero compunction whatsoever.
That's a good one.
Shaming you people for being a part of that stupid fucking organization. Get a fucking life. Grow the fuck up.
I made a lot of my friends through gay sports in Minneapolis. A lot of them.
And where are they now? Minneapolis.
I still talk to all of them.
I see. Right in Christmas card contact, are you? When's the last time one of them sent you a card?
You're the only one I know that sends cards.
No, aren't I
told
good?
You don't look at the camera. You look
I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so the last time a gay person made me feel less than was just now. When a gay person yelled at me for looking at the wrong camera. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's happened.
You'd have had to have been paying attention.
I would have had to have been paying attention and been able to observe them in the moment, being like, oh, are they fag shaming me? Am I being straight washed? What's the word I'm looking for? Like, are they trying to tamp down my flame?
I had one thing I admire about you, and this one actually has no hidden. I genuinely admire this about you. You don't stick with the past long. You're good about leaving the past behind.
With an asterisk. Yeah. There's some cues as well. I will not leave the past behind.
Yeah, let me preface. So if you don't like someone, you'll never forget why you don't like them. But if you are to make a mistake that affects other people, you leave it behind. You're very forgiving of yourself and move on. So I guess it is a little
There's
bit
the sting in the tail.
like
I knew it was
I mean it genuinely of like I feel like you're someone like, well, yeah, it's over.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of borderline personality disorder. It really does make it easy to make a clean break with that was me from 2 weeks ago.
You've had like scrape ups with people or misunderstandings where like I matter about it longer than you are.
Sure.
You're like, oh yeah, no, we're great now. And I'm like, why? What do you mean?
I guess also like, I do. I mean, I also will force the confrontation in a way that, most people probably don't.
Sure.
And that like, I will call you up to yell at you.
Right.
And evidently it's
I know
scary.
how that goes.
Evidently it's scary.
I never get scared to have conflict with you.
Yeah.
We do conflict really well though.
Yeah.
We're both yellers though. Like, and it's like growing up, like when my parents would yell at me, I would yell back. And so the fight, like
Same.
whatever.
An elevated voice.
And I grew up in a house of yellers and like I wasn't mistreated. My parents were great parents, but like we just were animated and like, emotional people. My brother was not a yeller. And so my dad told me when I was like 16, I was like, why does he just get off with everything? And he's like, because he makes us feel bad because he doesn't yell back at us. Learn something from that. And I never did.
Oh, yeah. I remember my dad once told me that I could learn something from my brother about discipline and, like stick-to-itiveness. And I just had this big, like, oh. That was the last time somebody made me feel bad for being gay.
You're Diane Wiest in Bullets Over Broadway.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody, I haven't felt gay shame in a long time.
Yeah.
Like it's just not something I have. I just don't.
Yeah.
It's not changing. Like barring some really serious changes in the world at large.
Sure.
This is probably how things are going to stay for a while. Like, I think I'm going to inhabit this form for a little bit.
Are you good about catching yourself when you notice it coming up?
What coming up?
Gay internalized homophobia, gay shame, projection.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would like to think I'm getting better about it. Like I noticed in the moment on the date with the boy that I was like, oh, he's really, really homosexual in a way that I don't find fetching. And I was able to notice that happening. I wasn't able to change how I felt about it in the moment, but I could recognize that was going on. And I was able to walk away from the interaction and be like, he'd be fabulous to go out with. He'd be a good Judy, but probably not a romantical instinct. I'll give an example where I don't have that awareness. Watching a straight male comic on stage, and he tells a shitty, whatever hack misogynistic joke or like does gay baiting stuff. Mm-hmm. In my brain, I'm like, oh, he's dirt. He's trash. I fucking hate him. I hope he disappears forever. Right. And his ancestry is stricken from the earth. Like that. There's not even a moment where like, maybe it was just a bad set, or like, oh, he's probably a good dude. He's just, like trying out material. That thought does not occur to me in the moment.
Yeah. The defenses come up. Yeah.
So, no, to answer your question, no, I'm not good at detecting it in the moment. Within the bounds of a comedy club.
Well, ultimately, it just be you, be gay, be nice to each other. Catch when you're projecting.
No.
Catch when the feelings are from inside, not outside.
Yeah, sure. That I can agree with.
Yeah. Most of the time, it is just our own shit coming out.
I mean, I think the internalized homophobia, where that all comes from is okay, so here's the thing. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? It all comes from misogyny.
Yeah.
If misogyny disappeared overnight, homophobia would be gone in the blink of an eye. Mm. If we didn't hate women and think that women were less than and didn't think women, were, insert adjective here, whatever it is, weak or whatever, nobody would give a fuck about gay people. No. Because the whole thing is like, as a gay homosexual man, you're judged by how far you stray from how a man should act.
Totally.
As a dame, you're judged by how far from the norm you stray, and then you look like, you KD Lang, and you're like, what are we doing? You're like, but a golden voice. And that's, in her case, that was enough.
Our 40 plus listeners are going to love that though.
I love KD Lang. Anyway, so again, like homophobia, internalized homophobia to me is like, you deal with that. You got to deal with misogyny first. You need to stop being mean to women. And that unfortunately includes white bachelorettes at a gay bar. Okay. I don't like it either, but those are still, they're just a couple gals having a good time.
Well, my problem with bachelorette parties in general is they require attention. It's very,
and
we've arrived. And it's like, okay, you can be here. We're not focusing on you. You're one of us.
Yeah.
Blend in.
Yeah. That's so, when you say be nice and, like focus on your own homophobia, no, it's kill misogyny dead. And then you'll find that's the 80%, no, the 20% of the work that's going to solve 80% of the problem. I didn't go to school for Pareto principles.
Okay, alliteration.
I got a graduate degree that I
Come
regret.
through, queen.
Yeah. So that's really where it all lies. And like, if we hated women less,
Facts.
homophobia would not be a thing.
Right.
Even a little bit. Sorry about it. Okay. Sorry, not sorry. I clocked the T.
You clocked that T, sis.
God, So, I love the parts of me that are very feminine.
Me too.
And effeminate. Even if I don't have wide hips like Eva Green. The gender dysphoria I get from watching The Dreamers. Incredible.
Just whatever you do, stop topping.
Listen.
No one wants that. No one.
Don't listen. I know that I am close to what a dame should be like, but let me not be a woman for a minute. Let me break out of the box. Okay, that's enough. I've had enough of this.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show.